On to this story now. Over 70% of working South Africans don't have a will. Today marks the start of South Africa's National Wills Week. The aim is to emphasise the importance of drafting a will as a part of a comprehensive estate planning process. Well, Hanonisha Hendricks is the National Legal Manager at Legal Aid South Africa. She joins me in studio now to discuss this, one of those important discussions to have annually. Why is it important to have a will in place before you die?
Well, Golly, it gives the loved ones that you leave behind a clear idea of what you wanted to have happened with your assets.
Yeah. The mechanics of putting one in place, some people, like myself, will think it's quite a tedious process. Is it?
No, all you need to do is you need to put it in writing, and this writing can be handwritten or it can be on a computer and where you type it up and then you print it. The legalities of a will is that it must be signed by the testator. And if there's more than one page, all the pages must be signed by the testator. So the testator is the person making the will and expressing the wishes of what they would want to have happened with their assets.
Are there any legal specifics that have got to be there, or is it simply really your wish of what so-and-so is going to be entitled to once you die, and the next person, and so it goes?
Yeah, so the other legalities relates to the fact that you must be 16 years and older to make a will. There must be two witnesses, at least two witnesses that witness that it is you that are actually signing this will and that is your wishes and that you are in sober senses and nobody is forcing you or unduly influencing you to give them something in your will. If you cannot read or write, you can make a will and make a mark. So somebody can write it up, type it up for you, and you can make a mark, meaning use your thumb or an X. But when that is done, there must be a commission of oaths to confirm and commission that it is actually the mark of this person and what is contained in this document.
So once you've drafted it, you simply what? You go to a court of law and you say, I need this will signed or acknowledged by someone in the judicial system, is it?
Well, if you can do it on your own, you do not have to go to a commission of oaths. You can do it yourself and have at least two witnesses present that can sign and witness that this is your will. But if you need a commission of oaths, you would go to other police stations. Some churches have commission of oaths. Attorneys' firms can also commission those things.
Over 70% of working South Africans do not have a will in place. That's what we just read in that intro. What are the consequences of a breadwinner dying without a will in place?
Well, if you die without a will, your assets will be devolved in terms of the Intestate Succession Act. So it will simply mean that in terms of that act, your descendants or your spouse, if you have a spouse, will be entitled to your assets in terms of that law. So the law sets out the percentages or what your descendants or your spouse would get.
Hanonisha Hendricks, thank you very much for making the time to come and speak to us.